And I'm going to contact Channel 13 News on your side because this is bull.
Things to do together.
Yeah.
All right, Ms. Lyons, you able to hear me?
Yes.
These are citations. They were issued on May 3rd of this year on 142nd Avenue there in Door Township. You have two citations. One is a violation of seatbelt law. The other one is for an expired plate more than 30 days. On these citations, you need to do one of two things. First is you could admit responsibility to the citation, or two, admit responsibility, but you'd like to provide some sort of explanation as to how or why this happened. Or three, you wish to contest the tickets. In other words, fight the tickets at what we call informal hearing. What were you looking to do?
Probably the latter.
All right. So the latter would be on expired plates, that your plate was not expired.
No, my plate was expired and I had a ticket already issued that was less than 30 days old. And I've made 3 separate attempts to go to Secretary of State that had walk-in appointments and they wouldn't take me. The plate has since been corrected. I explained this to the officer as he pulled me over in my driveway with my vehicle.
We'll have a hearing. That's fine. Let's go ahead and raise our right hands. Swear or affirm any testimony you give here today would be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do.
Yes.
Ms. Lyons, it makes a lot more sense for me to start with the officer. He has the burden to establish to me why he was issuing citations. And then after that, you'll have an opportunity to either ask questions or testify on your own behalf. All right?
Okay.
And with that, Deputy, you want to pick up the narrative somewhere where it makes sense, explain the issuing of these citations.
Yep, on 5/3 of 2024, approximately 13:35 hours, I was working a traffic grant and I was sitting at 142nd Avenue near 18th Street in Door. I observed Miss Lyons' vehicle to travel eastbound on 142nd Avenue. I observed that Jody did not have her seatbelt on. By the time I could catch up to her and maneuver through the construction, there's multiple cones on 142nd Avenue, so obviously there's some traffic going on, but by the time I could catch up to her, she had pulled into her driveway. I made contact with the driver. Obviously, I see her in the courtroom today as Jody Lyons. I advised her. I asked her if she knew why I pulled her over. She stated that it was probably for her tabs. She then explained to me that she had a ticket about 2.5 weeks ago for the license plate tabs. I advised her. I did notice that when I did pull her over, but the main reason I pulled her over was for her not wearing her seatbelt. She said, "Oh, sorry." After running her plates and everything, they came back expired on 3/24/2020. She did explain to me that her husband should have taken care of this and should have paid for it, and they should be up to date. I advised her even if they paid for them online and she did not have them on her vehicle, they would still be up to date in my system. But I checked the lien and it came back still expired in 2020. And then she advised that she would take care of it at the end of the day, business day, after I got done with her. So I wrote her for a seatbelt violation and for her expired plate since it was expired in 2020.
And I just want to be clear, because I see the expiration date here, because it's birthday, 3/24, but the year 2020, not 23 or 24 or anything.
Correct.
All right. And Ms. Lyons, what is it you'd like to tell me?
First of all, the expired plate ticket, I already had a ticket for, and it was not even 30 days old. And I had been currently trying to proactively correct that, which it has now been corrected.
And ma'am, what you're explaining may be some sort of defense if we were talking about anything other than a plate that's been expired for 4 years now.
It is still
You could
a
get a
defense
ticket for this every day that you drive the car.
But
You
yes,
can't drive the
except,
car without tags,
except there's a
right?
double jeopardy thing. How many times can you issue somebody a ticket? The ticket I got was
Every
not
time
even
you
30
drive the
days
car,
old.
you could get this ticket, ma'am.
Okay.
Every time.
As far as the seatbelt goes, I am 5'1", and my seatbelt, the shoulder strap, because my car is a 2003 Chevy Trailblazer, cuts across my neck. I wear it behind me, and that officer that pulled me over in my parking lot, in my driveway, saw me take that off. I went to get out of my car, did not even know he was there.
Okay, ma'am,
Saw the
I'm gonna
light,
stop you there
shut my
just
door.
because anything that you're saying after what you already said is really sort of not relevant anymore. To
Okay.
have your seatbelt count as on, you have to be wearing it the way the manufacturer intended. Plenty of
Unless
people
I get
do what you're saying.
decapitated in an accident,
Ma'am,
officer.
ma'am, listen to
Unless
me.
I get
Plenty of
decapitated.
people do that, and every time it counts as you not wearing a seatbelt. You have to wear
But
it
my
the right
seatbelt
way
was
or it
on,
doesn't count.
and I was
No, it
in my
wasn't, ma'am.
driveway.
Doesn't matter, ma'am, because you were on the street before you pulled in your driveway. That's where he observed the
And I was
violation.
on the street with the belt part of my seatbelt buckled and the strap, shoulder strap
And ma'am,
behind
I want
me.
to be super clear with you so you understand that. That doesn't count as your seatbelt being on.
So if my seatbelt's on and I get an offender bender and I get decapitated, that's acceptable to you.
Ma'am, that's farcical. Farcical argument. This isn't even close. You are clearly responsible
I'm just
on
gonna
both
pay
of these
the ticket,
citations as
and
written.
I'm gonna
Ma'am,
contact Channel 13 News on your side because this is bullshit. So I'll just pay the
Okay.
fine. Have a nice day.
Well, I can tell you your rights on appeal if you'd like to hear them.
No, oh sure. Yep, I'm appealing all of this because this is crap.
All right. So if you disagree with what happened here today, you must do two things. First is you must ask for that appeal to formal hearing in front of the district court judges with the prosecutor's office. You must do that within 7 days. Your window of opportunity to protest further closes after 1 week. Secondly, you must come in and ask for that formally in person because you would need to post a cash bond in the same amount as the fines on any ticket that you wish to appeal. Do you understand your rights on appeal?
Yep, I sure do. I'll be in tomorrow morning. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Me too. Is that it for you? Yep. All right.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.